Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, PrincetonTrader.com, here with your Tuesday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, S&P 500 daily chart. We'll talk about a daily, then we'll talk about a 15-minute chart. And yesterday, last time we talked, they had already made those 72 half highs in Globex. They pulled it back, but they couldn't pull it back. Let me start that again. They pulled back in the morning and very impressively broke the weekly pivot. They didn't challenge the 52-53 floor. What you really wanted to see there was after you make the weekly pivot, after you make the bear bias on our proprietary levels, you wanted to see them continue to put the pressure on. There was a really good opportunity for them to do that. But what you saw instead was a very choppy afternoon, that kind of saw price float right back up to that 2163 weekly pivot. The chart of the day today is a 15-minute chart that I'm about to show you, and it describes how the weekly pivot is trying to go resistance. The weekly pivot comes in at 63, the daily pivot's at 63.83. The battle in the overnight has been over those couple of levels. What you've got underneath it that is supporting price at this point is the 9-day simple moving average, which you can see as the blue line here on the chart. You've still got the 52-53 floor that's absolutely intact. The task for the bears is pretty simple. Stay under 63, challenge 52-53. You got to break that and convert it. If you can do that on consecutive days, then you start to say, well, does the daily mid-band, is that going to become a magnet? Down at, right now it's at 27. It's going to continue to rise pretty steeply. Are we setting up for a test of the daily mid-band? Because, as it says there on the chart, any pullback is noise unless they can convert the daily mid-band. That's just profit taking. That's your normal, stair step higher. You break the daily mid-band and you convert it to resistance, then you can start to reach for the lower band on the daily chart. But we're a long way from that discussion. For now, who's going to win 63-64? If the bulls win 64, then 72.5 is your latest high of the moment, and we'll go get a new high. If the bears can hold 64 throughout the day and break 52-53, then we can start to look at, some of these deeper areas, nothing outrageous. Absent some kind of a news bomb that we're not anticipating, we're certainly not going to fall off a cliff. In a vacuum, this market absolutely wants to go higher. So let me show you this 15 real fast, and I'll let you go. So this is a 15-minute of the ES. Here you've got the Globex from last night, made 2 nights ago, made the highs. Tested weekly. They really needed that higher high. And this is about when we discussed, when we did the webcast yesterday. They weren't able to follow through, and in fact, the bulls really dropped the ball, and they broke weekly pivot. Couldn't really finish the deal down here. And they had the majority of the afternoon to do it. But what happened instead was you had this grind higher low, and back up to finish in the area of weekly pivot. So it tested it here. And all night has been a battle over potential weekly daily pivot resistance. I would type support there, but we just haven't stayed above it long enough for me to say potential support. And we've been living below it now since Europe opened. Okay? If we fall out of bed, doing this little higher low, lower high deal, if we fall out of bed, then the target would be 52-53. That's the next place where there's a decision point in the market. If it breaks above, then they're going to have to deal with this congested area here in the area of 69 and then with the high. All right. Everybody have a fantastic day. Follow us at Twitter at Princeton Trader. Check out the website, PrincetonTrader.com. Come check out the chat room. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another webcast. Trade 'em well, everybody.